Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me here today. And welcome to Sound Alchemy for Your Soul on Enlightened World Network. I'm Anümani Santos, and I'm a shaman and a voice alchemist. So if you haven't experienced me before, we're going to be bringing in my guides shortly, a group of Sirian guides that I have who will be talking about today's topic for a couple of minutes. And today's topic is elevating your ego to higher ground. And then we're going to go right into a sound alchemy transmission where I'm going to be taking you into a sacred space to help you elevate your ego to higher ground. And when we get to that portion, I recommend you wear earphones or headphones for the experience, and also find a comfortable place, either where you're going to sit or lay, to receive the sound alchemy transmission. So I'm going to take a moment to call in my guides, Ishtar, and then we'll go into this topic of elevating the ego to higher ground and then go right into the transmission. So here we go. Just give me a moment. Hello, dear ones. It's wonderful to be here with you. And we want to first thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your service. Thank you for saying yes to being here at this time on this earth plane, in this earth school. If you're listening to us and you're listening to all the amazing light workers on the Enlightened World Network, then most likely you are part of that group that is here to be a way shower, to bring more light and love into this world. For it is through love that the transformation happens. Love is the alchemy. And as we talk about love, let us bring that into context around the ego. The ego, the part of you that is connected to your human personality. So when you come into human form, there's an incarnate mind that is created. And that incarnate mind is connected to experiences that you may have had in other lifetimes and or in this lifetime. And when you experience something that is traumatic, that is of lower frequency, it could be words that are said to you that make you feel judged or criticized. It could be a traumatic experience that you had. And much of this begins to be experienced in childhood. It could be a relationship that you had that didn't work out for you. All of these things can be triggers to imprints of energy that you may be holding within you that began in another lifetime. An example of that is the energy that the collective has been trying to transform. There's a lot of energy around oppression and victimization. There's been a lot of conditioning around that for thousands of years on this earth plane. However, what many don't remember or know you may remember if you were here in those ancient times, but there are civilizations and times where love was practiced, and it was the foundation and the core of the beingness, where there was collaboration, where there was equality between the feminine aspects and the masculine aspects. And what is happening now is many of you are being asked, who've had those lifetimes in Lemuria, in Atlantis, in other ascended civilizations from other star nations, star seeds, to bring that ancient wisdom into these modern times. And your ego holds many of those imprints, like we said, pain and trauma from other lifetimes, but also created in this lifetime, because each of you are, one, you are cleansing the karma that you may bring from other lifetimes. And the way you can do that is by doing good deeds in the world and really being yourselves. The more you heal the parts of you that are holding those imprints, the more light you bring into your body. And the more lights you bring into your body, the more that light radiates through you. It's like a chain reaction, right? So the more you allow yourself to radiate your light, you are impacting others around you, many times your closest family or your colleagues at work, in whatever environments you are participating in. Just by being you, just by allowing yourself to radiate that light, you are helping and contributing to bringing change in this world. And so how do you elevate your ego to higher ground? And what we mean by that is your ego and all of you came from the light. So even your ego was once part of the light. And these experiences that you have, it's like they cause a separation from the truth, and they become a distortion in your human energy field, in your auric field. And you have different layers of your auric field: your spiritual body, your mental body, emotional body, and physical body, and we are simplifying that. And each of those bodies can be holding some of those distortions and patterns. So when people talk, for example, of limiting beliefs, so that is typically in your mental body. So something that maybe you are believing about yourself that is not completely true. It was created by an experience you had that made you believe something about yourself. Perhaps that you're not worthy of the love that you desire, or someone judged and criticized you, and that made you feel that you weren't good enough. And so a lot of that is impressionable, especially in the younger years. And so the ego begins to form from those experiences and experiences from other lifetimes. And when words or experiences happen in your adult life, they begin to trigger those energies that are being held in your auric field, in your human energy field, which for some may be the invisible. The people talk about the aura. It connects in to your physical body and into the bodies we spoke of, and into your energy centers, if you know anything about the chakra centers: the root center, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And there are other energy centers. Those are the main ones that people speak about, like in yoga classes. And why that's important is because many people forget that all of those bodies need to be cleansed and purified. And your ego we want you to think of your ego as that divine child that is connected to source energy, is connected to all that is. Your ego once was fully in the light, and it wants to be seen, it wants to be heard, and it wants to be loved, just as you want to be seen, heard, and loved. And so we speak of this many times, of treating that part of you as your inner child, your little girl or your little boy, and really reaching out to them and connecting with them. And you can do that in different ways. One way is to take a photo of a younger version of yourself. You can keep it by your bedside or on your altar, and pick up that photo and have a conversation with that part of you. You can do it through journaling, of just going into that meditative state and calling in that younger version of you and asking it, what it needs from you, because you need each other. It needs love and support from you. When people talk of the shadow, which sometimes is scary for all, to go into that place, the unspoken words, the places that trauma and pain are being held in the subconscious. But unless you're willing to go into that space, the triggers will continue to happen. Again, we mean someone saying something to you or an experience that you have that makes you feel a certain emotion. And it is through the emotions that the transcendence occurs. It is in healing the emotions, and instead of suppressing the emotion or reacting immediately to it, it's meeting that emotion, giving it space to speak to you. And you can bring healing to that part of you through the transmissions that we are going to do today, but in other forms, in connecting with your own guides, in meditating, because when you meditate, you are receiving healing energies through the meditation, and it helps to go into those deeper places to help heal you. So elevating your ego to higher ground means you are bringing love to whatever situation, belief, experience, memory that this inner part of you is holding, that it needs to heal in order to be restored back into the light. So elevating your ego to higher ground is helping your ego step back into the light, because you need to love all the parts of you. You may have been told growing up, oh, you can't be that way, or you can't behave that way. And so there's a tendency to want to control others and to believe that you have to behave in a certain way or you won't be accepted. And so it's going into those places and having the connection, the conversation with that part of your being to help it come back into the light, to help it understand that through love, it will receive what it wants most. And the ego, what it wants most is to feel safe. It's afraid of dying, of annihilation. That's the words that Anümani's ego uses. Your ego may use different words, but it comes up and will try to control things because it's trying to keep you safe. So its intentions are very positive. However, what it doesn't understand is that the past is the past and that the future is the future, and it doesn't necessarily mean it will be the same way. It doesn't understand that. It only operates in the past and in the future. So really connecting into your soul, to the higher self, to the higher aspects of your being, can only occur in the present moment. And what we want to invite you to do is to work with your soul, and your soul to be the one that helps your ego to heal the parts of it that are interfering and holding you back from being more of who you are. Because in those moments, and we talked about emotions, that emotional body is so important. It is, humanity has been conditioned to avoid the emotions, and yet the transcendence happens through the emotions. And so instead of suppressing them, instead of reacting, instead of pushing them away, find the practices that help you to create the space in the moment to hold whatever's coming up for you from the ego, to be held in a space of presence, of love, so that then you can go deeper and help that part of you, have a conversation, understand why it's feeling the way it is, and helping it to heal. And one way to create the presence is through the breath. We have said this mantra many times before. We're going to say it again. With one breath, I come to rest. I rest in the source within me. You are connected to source. Source lives within you. You are part of source. Source is part of you. Soul is part of you. You are connected to the universe and all that is. The breath is the doorway to that presence. When you take a deep breath in, it forces you to slow down and to use that breath to create the presence in the moment. Because in that presence, ego cannot exist. Only soul, source, connection to those higher vibrations and frequencies. And you can use that breath to help you create the presence around a situation that may be happening, that maybe is triggering you. And the more you bring love to those parts of your ego, because there may be many different patterns and imprints that you are needing to heal, that you came into this life to heal. Especially if you're an ancient soul, you're going to have many lifetimes that are needing your attention, your love. And that is the key, for love is the alchemy. And the more love you bring to all those parts of you, really demonstrating that you love those parts of you no matter what. You transcend that imprint. You bring that part of your ego back into the light, which means you now have the capacity to hold more light within you. And the more light you hold within you, that means you're becoming more of who you really are. For you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And it's what starts to happen is that there is a deeper alignment and integration between your soul and this human vessel and your ego. And you need them both. Your soul is guiding you. It's kind of like your inner GPS. Your ego helps you to manifest what you want on this earthly plane. So they need to work together. And what we need the ego to be is more in alignment with that heart frequency, that heart vibration that is coming through your soul, and the connection to source energy and the light that you truly are, and love, which is your foundation. So the more you do that, you will be elevating your ego to higher ground. Those are words that Yeshua, who is very connected to Anümani, Jesus, many call him the master healer, he always speaks of using love as the alchemy to raise yourself to higher ground. In this case, we're speaking about the ego being raised to higher ground. So we invite you to use this practice going forward to bring more love to those parts of you. And as you can even imagine that you are extending your arms out and hugging those parts of you and just showering them in love. And the more you heal those parts of you, there's a deeper integration that happens. And you begin to embody more of those higher frequencies that allow your soul and an elevated ego to help you manifest more of your soul's purpose on this earth plane. And with that, we invite you now to get comfortable as we move into the transmission to help heal whatever's in the way of a deeper embodiment of who you are, of a deeper healing of your ego, inviting it to come back into the light, to elevate your ego, a deeper integration between your soul and that part of you, so that you can manifest on this earth plane that which is in your highest good, highest divine light. So we invite you now to take a deep breath. If you're not already laying down or sitting in a comfortable place, we invite you to do that. If you have any crystals around you, and especially when dealing with the emotional body, it's wonderful to place black crystals in your lower body, over your stomach and abdomen area, below the navel. Shungite, we cannot say enough about that crystal. It serves to pull the negative energies out of your body, especially that emotional body, which is the doorway to that transcendence of restoring your ego back into the light. Black tourmaline, onyx, those types of crystals, and anything else you're called to place on your body. While we do some breath together, we'll give you an opportunity to grab those and to get comfortable as we go into the space. Taking a deep breath in and holding, and when you exhale, just breathing out slowly. And setting intentions as you're going into the space. Placing your hands over your heart and asking your soul, source energy, universe, your guides, to hold you in the highest divine light, highest divine good, that you may receive whatever it is you are meant to receive today to help you elevate your ego to higher ground. What is it that your soul is wanting you to transform, to transmute, to heal today as you take steps forward in more of the unfolding of your soul's purpose on this earth plane? And whatever that is, it's divinely perfect. Remember that every moment is divinely orchestrated, divinely perfect. The universe is self-correcting and supports you in whatever you need in every moment. So open your heart to receiving that. And wherever you may be, sitting or laying, we're going to say these words, which you can also say on your own, at home, wherever you may be, and in the future. Remember that you are a powerful being of light and that your words matter in this world. So choose the words that you say, and when you say them with belief and commitment and love. With the power of the source that I am, I call forth my soul to be present within me now. With the power of the source that I am, I call forth the healing, the miracles, the transformation that is wanting to unfold through my being now. With the power of the source that I am, I call forward, I call forth whatever aspects of my ego need to be present within me now from this timeline and other timelines, to be elevated to higher ground, back into the light. I invite and call forth those aspects of my being to be present within me now. And imagine a disc of light forming beneath your body, beneath your feet. Archangel Michael of the Most High, we ask you to place a translucent orb of light around all these beautiful souls. As we begin to travel through a portal and a doorway into this 0-point golden container of light, Christed light, in the 0 point of the universe, connecting directly into source energy, where all timelines unite as one. And as you arrive there in that golden container of light, you are met by a group of archangels, Archangel Gabriel of the Most High, Archangel Michael of the Most High, Archangel Uriel of the Most High, Archangel Metatron of the Most High, Archangel Haniel of the Most High, Archangel Raphael of the Most High, Archangel Ezekiel of the Most High, Archangel Chamuel of the Most High, Archangel Azrael of the Most High, Archangel Jophiel of the Most High. And call forward in this moment whatever archangel or angelic emissary wants to work with you today to be that guide, to guide those parts of you, to help you heal what is needing to be transmuted, to be elevated to higher ground. And some of you may have more than one angelic emissary guiding you today. Just imagine that these angelic emissaries are asking you to follow them. In the center of this sacred container, there is a temple of light, a portal of love. You're walking up to that portal of love, and there's a doorway that is forming. Receive that doorway in whatever way you may see it, you may feel it, you may sense it. Place the palms of your hands on that doorway, and you're just waiting to receive guidance from your angelic emissaries. With you are all the parts of your ego in whatever form they are coming forth, and your spiritual team are with you. And when you feel ready, you're walking through that doorway with your angelic emissaries and all the aspects of your ego that are coming with you to receive more love, healing, transformation. And as you walk into this temple of light, we're walking into an antechamber with different crystal oversouls, and there's a crystalline table where you are being asked to lay down. And this crystalline table, there are crystal beings of shungite and rose quartz, rhodochrosite, moldavite, phenacite. And you don't need to know all of these crystals. Just surrender and allow to the energies of these crystals, of their oversouls that are wanting to give you of their medicine to help bring healing to your being. There's also crystals of tiger's eye and carnelian, and all these crystals are part of this crystalline table that you are laying on, as well as the walls of this chamber. And your angelic emissaries are standing to your left, to your right, at your feet and behind your head. And they are sending transmissions of light from their hearts into your heart, into your body. Allow the crystals to begin sending vibrations of their medicine into your body. And imagine that a younger version of you is laying over your body, over your heart, and any aspects of your ego being represented by that younger version of you that is laying on your body. As you receive these transmissions from the angels, from these crystal beings that love you so deeply, love you eternally, and want to support you in the highest good, highest divine light. ask the guardians of and the gatekeepers of the Akashic records to open your book of life. In any lifetimes connected to any patterns that are ready to be transmuted and alchemized, connecting into the representation of that younger version of you laying on your body on this crystalline table. We are connecting into all those timelines now so that those patterns may be released in the core life where it was created and in all timelines, including this timeline. Ilate ore satue shinia no khalai tue. Nista tue herase tushini lairona ita. Through time and space, sending angelic sacred fire into you, into every part of your being, and into all the timelines where these patterns were created. Angelic sacred fire, burning away, alchemizing all that's in the way of a deeper embodiment of who you are, restoring these parts of your ego back into the light. Every atom, every molecule, every cell of your being restored to your original divine blueprint. In allowing that sacred fire to move through every part of your being, through your spiritual body, mental body, emotional body, physical body. Alchemizing any karmic ties, any wounds, pain, trauma, patterns, beliefs, discordant energies, objects, any scripts running in your mental body, going deep within your brain and the neural pathways of your brain, in alchemizing what is there, as Archangel Ezekiel comes forth to speak deep within you. Ist ust ir ut ir untistiero utista isto. Nista tu asti ust iro ustitairo stitua. Nisto tu aresta tua itra. Ust it ir ut ist or et ust inst et er. Nist ust nicht jur et ur it ist ir ut ist ur it ir et est. Last ur et ust ir. Alchemizing any scripts that no longer serve your highest good, and reprogramming those neural pathways into thoughts and beliefs that are in your highest good, coming from your soul, from that higher part of you. Est ur ni une elechala urest ure ida araste shoteranaita. Continuing to send sacred fire to your spiritual body, mental body, emotional body, physical body. Going deep into your spiritual body. releasing and alchemizing any patterns in that body that are holding you back. Going into your emotional body and all the connection points into all of your energy centers, holding these patterns. Ilaste uruste tuana shitua hanai turuse tuana. Niste tahilatistu unetairuhune saliate. Releasing, alchemizing, restoring every aspect of your being to your original divine blueprint. Showering all those parts of your ego, that representation of your ego as a younger version of you, laying on your body, being restored, receiving all these vibrations and frequencies, restoring those distortions into love, into the truth of your being. Elate uste airu te shahara unte tihera setua. As we continue to send angelic sacred fire and the vibrations and frequencies of these crystal oversouls into your body, into all your organs of your physical body, into your central nervous system, into your endocrine system and all your glands, your lymph nodes, through your veins, your blood, purifying all that's in the way, in alchemizing any consciousness that is not of the light, releasing, alchemizing, transmuting, restoring every cell, every atom, every molecule of your being, all the molecules of the water that you hold in your physical body, recalibrating all of that into your highest divine light, highest divine good. And bringing your attention into your heart center. And hovering above your body, this beautiful orb of emerald green light. Archangel Raphael of the Most High, bringing this emerald green light into your heart center, into the heart of that younger version of you, and into you. And that emerald green light coming into your heart center, into the heart of that younger version of you, and expanding out like a flower. Then you may sense or feel or know the petals opening up within your heart, and that emerald green light flowing into every part of your heart, every part of your being, and into the heart of this younger version of you, and into all the aspects of your being in other lifetimes needing to receive this transmission. And that emerald light is like a transfusion of love into you as it moves through every aspect of your heart, reuniting your heart consciousness, any parts of your heart that have been separated out through pain and trauma. We shower those parts of your heart now, restoring those parts of your heart into the truth, into the fullness of your being. Love restored into its purest light. And feeling that weaving of light, of that emerald green light brought in by Archangel Raphael, weaving your heart together as one through time and space, connecting into the heart of that younger version of you laying on your body, and your hearts becoming one. That emerald green light weaving your hearts together. Ilate ore sotinai hanao te sia. Nishto te are te ala orinaisi. Elevating your ego to higher ground, to the highest light, highest divine good that you may hold in this part of your journey. And all of the angelic emissaries gathered with us all, extending their wings out, and beautiful vibrations and frequencies emanating through their wings into your body, into every aspect of your being. And that emerald green light from that beautiful flower that has expanded in your heart begins to travel upwards into all of your energy centers, into your higher heart, your throat center, your third eye, your crown, through your crown, above your head, into your soul star chakra, and moving down into your solar plexus, down into your sacral, down into your roots, and beneath your feet into the Ishtar chakra center. And that emerald green light begins to form a unified column of light through your heart and into all of those energy centers, connecting you above and below. That column of emerald green light continues to extend above your head, and just with intention, sending it to connect into the cosmic heart, to the grand central sun, and down through your earth star, through the soil, into the crystalline core, into Gaia's heart, connecting you above and below in this pillar of emerald green light, helping to restore you to your original divine blueprint, bringing in vibrations and frequencies from the cosmic heart and from Kaya's heart into your heart and into all of your energy centers. And this emerald green light is recalibrating you and moving into all of your bodies, your spiritual body, mental body, emotional body, physical body, into all of your organs, into your central nervous system, through your veins and your nerves, through all the neural pathways of your brain, purifying every aspect of your being and recalibrating you to these cosmic and earthly love energies, raising and elevating your ego to higher ground as it receives this emerald green light, as above, so below, unifying as one, raising you to hold the vibrations of unconditional love that are in your highest good, highest divine light. Ilaite orinai suti shoa chanai tuere. Niatu chanai roti sushinaro nati. Long ago, you volunteered to be here at this time. Unicharau tisau hinitai ronitai, and you are ready to hold more love and light within you. We thank you for your service. Inatiru khanaro situ shinairu nitaise. Nitu aseru tatu shanaturina silurina etui. As we speak directly to every atom, every molecule, every cell of your being. Awaken now to your highest divine light, highest divine good, raising your heart consciousness, elevating your ego to higher ground. Inichara uste ustinaro nate, nicharato situ shinaro alate soharanati esa, nichara ute tihisatuna. Yustetaro situa khanauru te sierra, nitea situena. May the ancient that is within you, the wisdom of long ago, be awakened in every atom, every molecule, every cell of your being. Remember who you are. Awaken to more of who you are. Whatever gifts are needing to express more through you, may it be so that your light may be embodied more deeply, a deeper integration between your soul and your elevated ego, joining and partnering, unifying, to bring more love and light into this world. Connecting you into those sounds of the whales, our friends in the oceans, bringing through the soul song, that you may deepen into your soul song. Ita estuane shotara hanalatusi, oshte tu arena estetia ita, o halaitu nasetuashi, nesta or oresta ishana. And just allowing yourself to receive, to integrate that which came through into your body, receiving and allowing that which came forth to bring alchemy and healing to your being, that can deepen within you We open a chamber of light over your beds to help you continue integrating the transmission from today. Just allowing yourself to embrace and embody all that is there within you now. As Archangel Michael places a dome of light around you, and a disk of light begins to form beneath your body, and your guides helping you to come back into your body. As we thank all the beautiful beings of light that joined us today, your soul, that part of you now reintegrated within you, that elevated part of your ego reintegrated back into your heart, and letting your guides continue to work with you over the coming days. As we thank all the beautiful beings of light and all the angelic emissaries and your guardians and your guides for their love, for their support, for their light, for their healing vibrations. We thank Source, Universe, creation, and all that is, all the beings that accompany us on this journey. We are eternally grateful. We are eternally grateful for you, dear ones, for your service, for your light. We seal all the portals and doorways in the purity of light and eternal love and grace. We thank the Enlightened World Network for having us and all the amazing light workers that are here volunteering to support humanity on this journey. And we will see you in 2 weeks. We will not be here on July 4th. We wish you all, if you're in the US, a happy holiday, sending love and eternal love and grace to you all. And we will see you again soon. Love and blessings.